Welcome to my channel. If you love learning about rare coins, digital currencies, and the hidden stories behind money, then you are in the right place. In today's video, we are going to explore a very interesting Bitcoin physical coin. We will talk about its design, meaning, symbolism, and why coins like this have become so popular among collectors and crypto lovers around the world. So stay with me till the end, because this video is going to be very informative and interesting. This coin is a physical representation of Bitcoin, the world's first and most famous decentralized digital currency. Even though Bitcoin itself exists only in digital form on the blockchain, physical Bitcoin-themed coins like this one are produced to symbolize the idea of cryptocurrency, digital wealth, and the future of money. These coins are not issued by any government mint. Instead, they are privately manufactured as commemorative, collectible, or novelty items. On the front side of the coin, the large symbol immediately stands out. This symbol has become globally recognized as the logo of Bitcoin. Surrounding the symbol, you can see fine circular lines that resemble digital circuits, which represent blockchain technology and the interconnected network of computers that maintain Bitcoin. Around the outer edge, text such as Bitcoin, digital, decentralized, and peer-to-peer is commonly seen on coins like this. These words describe the core philosophy of Bitcoin, a decentralized currency that allows people to send money directly to one another without banks or intermediaries. The golden color of the coin is designed to resemble gold, symbolizing value, scarcity, and wealth. Bitcoin is often referred to as digital gold because, like gold, it has a limited supply. Only 21 million Bitcoins will ever exist, which is one of the main reasons people see it as a store of value. The shiny metallic finish gives the coin a premium and futuristic appearance, making it attractive for collectors and display purposes. On the reverse side of the coin, the design usually features a detailed circuit board pattern. This represents the technological foundation of Bitcoin. You can see chip-like shapes, lines, and nodes that look similar to electronic components on a motherboard. These elements symbolize cryptography, mining, and the complex computations that secure the Bitcoin network. Some physical Bitcoin coins include words like proof of work, approved, or numbers that imitate technical data, reinforcing the idea of advanced digital technology. It is important to understand that coins like this do not usually contain real Bitcoin stored inside them. They do not have a private key or digital value linked to the blockchain. Their value comes from their physical appearance, material, craftsmanship, and collectability rather than from actual cryptocurrency holdings. Most of these coins are made from brass, copper, or zinc alloy with gold plating, which gives them a solid feel, but not precious metal value. Collectors often buy these coins as souvenirs, gifts, or display items. Crypto enthusiasts like to keep them as a symbol of their belief in Bitcoin and decentralized finance. Some people also use them as props for YouTube videos, educational content, or social media posts related to cryptocurrency. Because Bitcoin itself is invisible and digital, physical coins help make the concept feel more real and tangible. The market value of a Bitcoin-themed physical coin like this usually depends on condition, design quality, and demand. In most cases, such coins sell for a modest price, ranging from a few dollars to slightly higher if the design is rare or well-made. They are not considered legal tender and cannot be used as money in shops. Their purpose is symbolic rather than functional. Historically, Bitcoin was introduced in 2009 by an anonymous person or group known as Satoshi Nakamoto. It was created as an alternative to traditional financial systems, especially after the global financial crisis. Bitcoin operates on a decentralized network, meaning no single authority controls it. This philosophy is reflected in the design and text on physical Bitcoin coins like this one. Beyond its attractive design, a physical Bitcoin coin carries deep symbolic and educational meaning. One of the most important things to understand is that these coins exist mainly to bridge the gap between the digital and physical worlds. Bitcoin itself has no physical form, so these coins help people visualize and emotionally connect with the idea of digital money. For many new learners, seeing and holding a coin like this makes the concept of cryptocurrency easier to understand. Another lesser-known aspect is the psychological role of physical Bitcoin coins. Humans have trusted physical money for thousands of years. When Bitcoin first appeared, many people struggled to accept something they could not touch. Physical coins were created to reduce this mental barrier and to make Bitcoin feel more real and trustworthy, especially for early adopters and collectors. These coins are also often used as educational tools. In classroom seminars and crypto meetups, physical Bitcoin coins are shown to explain blockchain, mining, and decentralization. Teachers and presenters use them as visual aids while explaining how transactions are verified, how blocks are connected, and how the network stays secure without a central authority. From a design perspective, the circuit patterns are not random. They are inspired by real computer hardware layouts, symbolizing nodes, miners, and cryptographic pathways. The repeating lines around the coin represent the continuous flow of data across the global Bitcoin network. This design choice reflects the idea that Bitcoin is always active, always moving, and always being verified. Some collectors value these coins as time capsules of the crypto era, just like old paper notes or early computer parts. Physical Bitcoin coins may one day represent the early history of digital finance. Even if the coin itself is inexpensive today, it can still hold historical and sentimental value as part of the story of how money evolved in the 21st century. Another interesting point is that these coins are often confused with funded physical Bitcoins, such as early Cassius coins. Those older coins actually contain real Bitcoin stored under a hologram. However, modern decorative coins like the ones shown usually do not contain any digital value. Understanding this difference is very important for collectors and buyers. The weight and size of these coins are also designed intentionally. They are often similar to traditional large coins or metals to give a sense of importance and value. The solid feel in the hand is meant to symbolize strength, security, and permanence, which are core principles behind Bitcoin's design. In popular culture, physical Bitcoin coins have become symbols of wealth, independence, and resistance to traditional financial systems. They frequently appear in movies, advertisements, news reports, and social media posts whenever cryptocurrency is discussed. This has turned the Bitcoin coin into a modern icon, much like the dollar sign or gold bar. Another extra detail many people overlook is the role these coins play in. It represents a digital asset. Another small but meaningful point is that these coins are rarely meant to be spent or traded. Unlike real currency, they are designed to be kept displayed and talked about. This reflects Bitcoin's role as a store of value rather than everyday cash for many users. One advanced aspect of Bitcoin physical coins is their role in identity and belief signaling. Many owners do not buy these coins for resale or display only. They use them as personal symbols of belief in decentralization and financial self-sovereignty. Just like people wear symbols or keep meaningful objects, holding a Bitcoin coin can represent trust in math and code rather than governments or banks. Another rarely discussed point is how these coins influence first impressions. In crypto events, interviews, or videos, showing a physical Bitcoin coin instantly communicates credibility and topic clarity. Viewers immediately understand the subject without long explanations. This is why content creators often place such coins in the background of their videos. It creates instant visual authority. There is also a manufacturing side story most people never hear about. These coins are often produced in small batches by private mints using CNC engraving or laser etching. Because of this, slight variations exist between batches, even with the same design. These micro differences can later make certain versions more desirable to collectors who value uniqueness. Another interesting layer is cultural impact. In many countries, physical Bitcoin coins have become symbols of economic hope, especially in regions facing inflation or currency instability. Even without real Bitcoin value, the coin represents an alternative financial future and global participation in a digital economy. From a storytelling perspective, these coins are powerful narrative tools. When explaining Bitcoin's history, from early skepticism to global adoption, physical coins help structure the story. They allow creators to connect abstract ideas like cryptographic proof and decentralization to something visible and relatable. Security symbolism is another overlooked detail. The heavyweight metallic feel and sharp engravings are intentionally designed to suggest strength and protection. This mirrors Bitcoin's actual security model, which relies on cryptography, mining difficulty, and network consensus rather than physical locks. Another advanced fact is that some physical Bitcoin coins are intentionally designed to age well. The materials and finishes are chosen so that small scratches create a used or circulated look, symbolizing Bitcoin's journey through time and market cycles rather than damaging its appeal. These coins also play a role in legacy thinking. Some people include physical Bitcoin coins in inheritance boxes or personal collections as symbols for the next generation. Even if the coin itself has no digital value, it acts as a conversation starter about money, technology, and independence. Finally, from a content strategy angle, videos featuring physical Bitcoin coins tend to have higher audience retention. The reflective surface, engraved details, and recognizable symbol keep viewers visually engaged, especially when paired with close-up shots and slow camera movement. So this was a complete information about this Bitcoin-themed physical coin. I hope you enjoyed this video and learned something new today. If you like videos about coins, cryptocurrency, and money history, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share with others. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. The 5 cents 1944p coin is one of the most historically important and emotionally interesting coins in United States numismatic history because it was produced during the middle of World War II, a time when every metal, every factory, and every worker was connected to the war effort. This coin is officially known as the Jefferson nickel, but collectors often call it the wartime nickel because its metal composition was changed to help the country conserve critical resources. When you hold a 1944p 5-cent coin in your hand, you're holding a small but powerful piece of global history, not just a simple coin. The Jefferson nickel design was introduced in 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel. By 1944, the design was already familiar to Americans. The obverse of the coin features a left-facing portrait of Thomas Jefferson, the third president of the United States and the principal author of the Declaration of Independence. His calm, thoughtful expression reflects intelligence, leadership, and democratic ideals. The word liberty appears to the right of Jefferson's portrait, followed by the date 1944. The designer's initials FS, representing Felix Schlag, can also be seen near the portrait. Felix Schlag won a national design competition, and his design was chosen because it combined simplicity, dignity, and historical symbolism. The reverse of the 1944p 5-cent coin shows Monticello, Thomas Jefferson's famous home in Virginia. Monticello is not just a building. It is a symbol of Jefferson's vision, intellect, and contribution to American culture and architecture. The name Monticello appears above the building, while 5 cents and United States of America are written below. What makes the 1944p coin especially unique is the large mint mark P placed above Monticello. This was the first time in U.S. history that the Philadelphia Mint used a P mint mark on a regular issue coin. This change was made specifically for wartime nickels, so they could be easily identified and later removed from circulation if necessary. The most important feature of the 1944p 5-cent coin is its unusual metal composition. Before World War II, Jefferson nickels were made of 75% copper and 25% nickel. Nickel was a critical metal used in the production of armor plating, weapons, and military equipment. To support the war effort, the U.S. Mint changed the composition of the 5-cent coin from 1942 to 1945. The 1944p nickel is composed of 56% copper, 35% silver, and 9% manganese. This silver content makes the coin heavier than normal nickels and gives it a slightly different color and tone, often appearing more gray or dull silver compared to the bright appearance of earlier copper-nickel coins. Because of the silver content, the 1944p 5-cent coin holds intrinsic value beyond its face value. Even in worn condition, it contains real silver, which gives a minimum melt value based on current silver prices. However, collectors value the coin more for its historical significance than just its metal content. Wartime nickels tell a story of sacrifice, innovation, and national unity. Every American who used these coins during the 1940s was directly participating in the war economy, often without even realizing it. The Philadelphia Mint produced a very large number of 1944p 5-cent coins, with mintage of approximately 119 million pieces. This high production number means the coin is not rare in circulated condition. Many examples still exist today, especially in low to mid grades. However, condition plays a major role in value. Coins that have seen heavy circulation often show wear on Jefferson's hair, cheek, and jawline, as well as softer details on Monticello, especially the steps. Collectors pay close attention to the steps of Monticello because sharp, well-defined steps indicate a strong strike and minimal wear. One of the most desirable varieties of the 1944 P5-cent coin is the full steps designation. A coin with full steps has at least 5 or 6 clearly visible and uninterrupted steps on Monticello. Achieving this level of detail was difficult during wartime because the mint often used worn dies and focused on quantity over quality. As a result, 1944 P nickels with full steps are much scarcer and significantly more valuable than ordinary examples. High-grade full steps coins can sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars, depending on overall condition and eye appeal. The surface quality of the 1944 P5-cent coin can vary greatly. Many examples show weak strikes, rough surfaces, or uneven coloration due to the wartime alloy. The presence of manganese in the composition sometimes cause unusual toning patterns, including soft gray, golden, or even bluish hues. Natural toning is often appreciated by collectors, especially when it enhances the coin's appearance without hiding details. However, cleaning or polishing a coin can significantly reduce its value. Original, uncleaned surfaces are always preferred in numismatics. From a historical perspective, the year 1944 was a turning point in World War II. Allied forces landed on the beaches of Normandy on D-Day, pushing toward the liberation of Europe. American factories were operating at full capacity, producing planes, tanks, ships, and ammunition. At home, rationing was common, and citizens were encouraged to conserve materials and buy war bonds. The 1944 P5-cent coin circulated in this environment, passing to the hands of soldiers, factory workers, shopkeepers, and families. It was used to buy food, newspapers, and small necessities, making it a silent witness to everyday life during a global conflict. Collectors today often seek wartime nickels as a complete set, including coins from Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The 1944 P coin holds a special place in these sets because of its historical first use of the P mint mark and its connection to the heart of American coin production. For beginners, it is an affordable and meaningful entry into U.S. coin collecting. For advanced collectors, high-grade and full steps examples represent a challenging and rewarding pursuit. The value of a 1944 P5-cent coin depends heavily on condition. In heavily circulated condition, it may be worth only a few dollars, mainly for its silver content. In uncirculated condition, the value increases, especially if the coin has strong luster and minimal marks. Certified examples graded by professional services are especially desirable because they provide assurance of authenticity and condition. Coins with exceptional eye appeal, original toning, and sharp details can command premium prices at auctions. Beyond money and grades, the true value of the 1944 P5-cent coin lies in its story. It represents a moment when the United States adjusted its everyday objects to support a larger cause. It shows how even a small coin can reflect national priorities, technological adaptation, and collective effort. Unlike modern coins that are often ignored, wartime nickels invite curiosity and respect because they were born from necessity and resilience.